Well, good morning, all you crazy people out there. So I figure I'd do like a little quick little stream here. The insomnia is hit again. It's like my body knows when there's a convention of some sort or when there's a sale going on and certain things or something I can't explain it. But we did a live show last night on here, Cavern of Chaos. Excellent show. Skip to the last hour if you haven't checked it out yet. It got juicy. It was some really good stuff last night. But anyway, so I tried to go to bed, couldn't go to sleep, and Walmart has spread out their Black Fridays throughout the month. And this particular weekend, today, November 14th of 2020, they, I saw the advertisements that they're going to have $15 vinyl and it's going to have their movies out. And it's kind of a tradition for me to get out there and do it. I used to hit the Black Fridays pretty hard after like dodging them for years. And I would always get great movie deals and stuff, right? It's one of the few times where I'll just let myself kind of splurge a little bit. And this was interesting. This one started at 5 in the morning. I think I went about 8 this morning when I realized that I was not going to go back to sleep after getting 4 hours of sleep. So I made a little coffee and I got in the car and texted the wife and went on out there. And it was really odd because, I was expecting a big mess. Parking lot was pretty empty. They had a bunch of cops there that were just kind of hanging out, and there was like zero crowd. I'll walk in, I'll look at one of the workers. I'm like, are you sure this is a Black Friday deal at Walmart? They came and went this morning. And I was walking through and there was like no struggle to get anything. They still had plenty of almost everything. I could tell certain movies and stuff had sold out and stuff, but there was really nothing. The vinyl album selection, that's really what had me going. So I went there and had a few things in mind I wanted to get because I get my vinyl records between $1 and $5. Every now and then I might pay a little bit, $9. It's the original recordings with a lot of them and stuff, right? But they had records at Walmart. They average anywhere from $20 to $35, I think, but they had a selection of probably like 12 records: Kiss, Love Gun, Rumors by Fleetwood Mac, The Best of Boston. I always thought about that one. A little Jimi Hendrix, Bruno Mars. It was an odd selection, and I think it was like maybe 12 records. Seriously, 12 to 16 different records. I wasn't real impressed, but I did end up getting one. Not quite sure why, but it's okay. So anyway, let's kind of get on to it here. 2 minutes in, we'll get to the movies, but there's two franchises are kind of big in this house, and I love the story because the wife. I'm a newlywed. The wife introduced me to her franchise, and then I introduced her to one, which blew my mind. But the one she introduced me to, I'm a Keanu fan. Don't get me wrong, and I heard people talking about this franchise, so I finally sit down and I've watched them over the last few months. But I went ahead and got John Wick 3 on Blu-ray. This is DVD, Blu-ray, and the digital codes. I'm all about the digital codes nowadays. I'm going to keep the physical media and all that stuff. I think it's cool, but it has opened up a whole new world. Hey, Gore Vidal is out there. Morning, Tim. I woke up at 5, but I did it to read. I didn't know about the sales. Two friends of I forget I'm on the live show here. Two friends, one of whom owns a record shop, have been prodding me to buy a turntable, but I have so many books and comics, I have no room for vinyl, but they are persistent. I'll go ahead and plug this at the Walmart that we have up here. They had portable vinyl, portable record players. And I think they were like $20, has a little speaker in them. If you're not a huge fan of vinyl, really into that community and stuff, I think those are fine. You can have it in a little corner. And I keep my vinyl records here in a little milk crate. I mean, I'm old school, right here by me. I used to have them on the bottom shelf, and I found some plastic milk crates for $3 a piece. That's basically what they are, milk crate like, and I just stick them in a corner and slide them around the floor. And so I'd give it a shot if there was something you like. But anyway, Blu-ray, DVD, digital code. I'm all about the digital code. So I was really blown away with the John Wick. I think the first and second one are great, and I think the third one kind of gets into the surrealness of of the franchise, but I'm not here to do reviews. Now, the one that I introduced her to, which blew my mind, she had never seen a Rambo movie ever, you know? And I'm a fan of the very first one. Anything after that is fodder, except for the fourth one that came out like in 2008. I thought that was fantastic. Yeah, I was like, they're doing it. Plus, it had Cho from The Mentalist, one of my favorite actors, who's I would love to see him do better things, bigger and bolder things, But anyway, you have to watch The Mentalist to know who Cho is on there. Tim Wang, I think that might be his name. Anyway, so I show her some Rambo movies and stuff. She's down. She likes them. But it's so funny because whenever she gets in the mood to watch a Rambo movie, she doesn't call him Rambo. She talks about him like he's a friend. She's like, John is just so broken. And I'm like, John? And she's like, Rambo, John Rambo. She's like, that's his name. It just cracks me up. So I think I'm just missing that 2008 movie with the Rambo collection. I love the movies. The third one's a little bit of cheese in it. That's about it. Same with me when it comes to First Blood. The First Blood movie is just a beast all of its own. The message in it, the way it was shot, everything about it. I love First Blood. Anything after that, I can, it's more entertainment. But that's the one that I'm just like that. He just wanted to eat, man. A movie that flopped. It blows my mind. So many movies since I was a kid that I loved. I didn't really care if they flopped or not. Blade Runner, Labyrinth. I love the whole idea of some of these movies having a second life and they last longer and you talk about them longer than a lot of like number one blockbuster hits. You know what I'm saying? But this movie, I kind of wish it did do better. This was a fantastic movie and I was skeptical. And all I can figure out is maybe people thought Stanley Kubrick's Shining movie didn't need a sequel. You know what I mean? I mean, we're talking about straight movie, not people who read the novels and Stephen King fans or whatever, right? But I went to see this because it was Ewan McGregor. Ewan McGregor delivers. Ever since Train Spotting, I've been like, me and that guy could hang. Just joke, you know what I'm saying? I turn around and I got Dr. Sleep. Now, yes, it's DVD. I almost went Blu-ray. I've just really gotten to Blu-ray in the last year. You've had to really pull me into the 21st century with some of this stuff. But my Blade Runner DVD, Blade Runner Blu-ray made me a believer, right? So I'm not really so much defending getting a DVD, but it has a digital code. I'm all about the digital codes. If I could just get away with just having digital codes, that would be fantastic, but I have to have that physical media for like when, the internet goes down or something, during these storms or something. But Dr. Sleep was such a fantastic movie. I highly recommend it. It's one of those movies that kind of builds up. In the theater, I thought it was going to be all about this, Doc grown up. He's a big alcoholic. And I'm like, oh no, we're going to be all about, recovering from alcoholism instead of a horror story. They get past that real quick and they get to the meat of the stuff. And I don't think I'm ruining anything, but you end up going back to the hotel and you're just like, oh my God. But I love this movie. This movie, we've liked it in the house also. So I'm glad to have that with the digital code. All right. And then I got this one, and this was relatively cheap. I can't remember what the Black Label pricing is, but I have the receipt in the other room, but I think I got this for $6, and I did not pick up season 2, which may have been a mistake. I don't know, but this is American Gods. This is based on a Neil Gaiman novel about where the mythological gods at in the real world. And I was able to watch 2 or 3 of these when they first came out. Of course, this was put out by I don't know if it's a streaming service or an actual channel called Starz, Starz. I know there's going to be people who watch this that are like, we know what Starz is, but I heard that the second season was not that good. So I want to finish the first season, but it's a season set of a show that I really enjoyed when it first came out a couple years ago. What was this? Like 2000, I want to say like 16, actually. I don't know. 2017, close enough. So it's been 3 years since I watched those first 3 episodes, but I have heard second season went downhill, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, I mean, a season set that much. And this was one I went back and forth on. Basically because I was buying a bulk of stuff. There's going to be a few things I don't show because they're not entertainment related there. But anyway, I went ahead and got this super cheap, The Joker. Joaquin Phoenix, The Joker movie. Hopefully everybody has seen this. The tone of the movie is perfect. That feel like it's in the 70s, sort of a 70s gritty film is what it feels like. It feels like a Martin Scorsese film a little bit. And I can just talk about this movie and some of the things I saw in it and other movies that it kind of referenced or maybe it was drawn from. But I knew this movie was going to be good. I knew this movie was going to be a hit, and I knew that this movie was not going to disappoint. So it's one of those movies that if I sit down and watch, I really need to just have everything quiet in the house. I need to have any kind of popcorn or snack I want right there beside me. And I just need to invest myself in it because this parts of this movie actually leave me a little emotionally drained a little bit. Am I overhyping the movie? You damn right I am, you know. Thanks. All right. Stars is a cable channel, Victor. Thank you, Victor Thomas. But let me explain why I have a little bit of whatever it is when it comes to is this a channel or streaming service and stuff. I cut the cable cord back in like 2007, 2008, and never went back. Had satellite, had cable, had this, had that. I cut it, 12, 13 years ago and never went back. And I think, whenever I'm around my friend's house or when I'd go visit family or I end up in a hotel room for work or something and I kind of channel surf and stuff, I'm like, I'm not missing a thing. I'm not missing a thing. Now, these next two, I got to tell you, I really hate that that DC app, DC Universe, whatever it is, that had these shows on them. Stargirl, Doom Patrol, Swamp Thing, Teen Titans, and stuff. I'm glad I have the physical media of this. I'm glad I have the season sets to put on the shelf because these are just fantastic. Yes, Swamp Thing had an early death due to reasons that are not its fault. From what I understand, it was they messed up with the taxes for shooting in the state of North Carolina, whatever. But see, right now, due to CW having, problems making the shows due to the thing that will not be named going on right now, they're starting to stream these. Stargirl, I think, was a hit. A lot of people liked it. I was really happy about that. And then you had the Swamp Thing, where it looks like they're really pulling from some of the Alan Moore comics. I've only watched the first episode because I was waiting to binge them with the set. So I was really glad to get this. The big critique I've heard about this is that there's not enough Swamp Thing. So we'll see what happens, right? And then the season 2 of Teen Titans. Now, I hung in there with the first season. The show has its flaws, but it's really odd what the flaws are. I felt like the first season of the Teen Titans, they had everything was great that had nothing to do with the Teen Titans. Jason Todd Robin was fantastic. Hawk and Dove should have had their own show. They pulled in the Doom Patrol. So it was sort of really great to see things around that were great, except for the Titans, in my opinion. But that's a whole other thing. Maybe it was a lack of money. I don't know what they were thinking. I'm not going to try to even get in their head with what they're doing. But I've heard great things about season 2 of Titans. We got Deathstroke in there. We have Superboy with Crypto popping in there. The return of Hawk and Dove. I swear, I'm serious, man. They need their own show. So we got Wonder Girl popping up now. Let me slow down here with a little bit about this, right? Never in my life did there's things that they have done probably in the last 5 or 6 years that I never thought I would see on any sort of television show, movie, or anything. Teen Titans is one, okay, let alone Beast Boy and Raven. Hawk and Dove, never imagined it, right? I mean, and the Doom Patrol. I mean, say this out loud. The Doom Patrol has its own television show, and it's the best of the bunch. They're pulling from the Grant Morrison years in the comic, and a little bit of the Arnold Drake from the 60s, and a little bit of this, and a little bit of that, but heavily influenced by Grant Morrison stuff, which blows my mind. Gore Vidal, I enjoyed the Joker. Some comic book readers I know hated it, and a friend who likes Scorsese said it ripped off too much from his films. I wasn't bothered by it any at all. You know, there's things that people can say it was a rip or it was an homage. I think it was so obvious with what they were doing and the fact that they had Robert De Niro in the film that actually acknowledged in my head Taxi Driver and the King of Comedy. I mean, it's if you really get into this and you know movies and you're a little bit of a movie buff, there's things in there that it was a nod and a wink to. I mean, they went for that tone and it was perfect. Let me see. I haven't seen any of these superhero shows. I'll look for them on DVD. I recommend Doom Patrol. I'm a fan of Doom Patrol. If you have HBO Max on your phone or HBO or something, there you can find them there to stream. Oh, thanks, Score. He agrees with me. So the last little thing I want to show here is the vinyl I was talking about. The all the vinyl that they had there for sale was kind of lame, I think, but at least it was something. You know what I mean? I mean, I never in the world, again, showing my age a little bit. Now, you know, I don't mind. But I mentioned it last night on Cabinet of Chaos show last night, episode 26 or 27 or something. But anyway, I remember actually buying vinyl. I was a cassette guy, cruised into CDs slowly, but I kind of kept my vinyls in literally in a closet in a box and stuff, you know, la la la. But anyway, when I did buy vinyl and stuff, it was $3 to like maybe $5.96. You know what I mean? It was like cheap. So seeing records, which is fantastic to see that they have like the second life coming back, but seeing them, you know, seeing how much that they cost. So anyway, $15 seems to be a deal, but Walmart is big on the exclusive designs and materials and looks of the vinyl. This one has a smoke colored vinyl. Okay. That's what it is, right? Now, I always thought that vinyls, I think I saw like a Blade Runner that was actually blue or something. I've seen green records and stuff like that. It's fantastic. So I'm going to go ahead and open this, but this is Nirvana, sort of a best of. And that's the one I kind of went with. But so this is really, you know, I just opened it and pulled it out. I'm going to keep the plastic over the top of it. So basically it comes with a lyric sheet and some kind of essay here. A little bit of a few pictures. Okay, that's cool. I can whip out some records when they had more to them. I'm really glad that they finally don't just stick these records in paper. This is actually feels like a plastic sheen, if you will. And we'll open it up and we'll take a look at the record. Oh, I like that. I like that vinyl slip cover there. So this is the record, the Nirvana record. Okay. I'm going to play this a little bit. The quality feels really good. It's a nice, thick, heavy record, which I like. I like that. Reminds me of the records of the 70s and late 60s that I have, where you can just kind of feel a little bit of weight with the record. It's durable. Yeah, that is nice and flat. Okay, I gotta say, just looking at this and feeling it in my hands and the weight with it and stuff, this is fantastic. And apparently this came out in 2015, so that's fantastic. I'm gonna be playing this. It's got the song "You Know You're Right" that came out post-mortem, and then about a girl that I absolutely love, Sliver, Been a Son. I actually like everything Nirvana put out. Not that anybody's asking. Basically, I like Bleach, and Bleach is. I actually prefer to listen to Bleach more than their big hit with the baby on the cover. You know. Yeah, Dumb, All Apologies, and The Man Who Sold the World. So they got a little bit. I didn't really click with Nirvana. I mean, I liked some of the punk roots that they showed, but I liked Bleach that I found it like in 92, and that album came out like in 89 or 90 or something. But I didn't really click with him until they were on MTV Unplugged. And then it was like seeing him play those records live and seeing those songs live and picking other songs to play besides from their catalog and seeing his face when he was doing them. It's like everything just kind of clicked with me when I saw that. I mean, not a big fanboy of Nirvana, but I tell you what, they were the band of a generation. Oh, Gorvidal, what holds me back from getting a turntable is that I will buy Bowie's Heroes, then I'll see the Japanese vinyl and want it, and then the German edition. And that's just one record. I can't do it. I've looked up. I have two actual first printing Bowie records, and it blows my mind that I just found them at flea markets in great shape and stuff. One flea market that I go to, they didn't have this year. Somebody comes there and they have just bins and bins and bins of records that were from a radio show, radio station that had shut down. So they're like in pristine prime condition. It's amazing, you know. So got my the Who Quadrophenia, David Bowie, Aladdin, Insane, Iggy Stardust, and the Alien Spiders from Mars, and all that stuff, right? Okay, guys. Well, that's it. Just want to come over and do my haul. I got some digital codes to put in. I guess I got a record to listen to. And for those of you that follow this channel regularly and didn't just find it because it's a haul video, I got some planetary comics to do. I'm going to finish out that series doing one issue at a time. So even the flea markets are better where you live. I got to say, I've been pretty happy over the years. Hopefully I haven't taken anything for granted. But like anything else, they have their good years and they have their crappy years. So yeah, man. So don't. I always feel like Gorvidal. I always feel like consoling you, like it's okay, man. It's they're not that great. They just have some great moments. But I don't know what you have where you live. So totally get what you're saying. Remember, grass isn't always greener on the other side, you know. So, but that's about it. I'm trying to be funny and it's too early, so I apologize. Anyway. Hope everybody finds some great Black Friday deals out there. Hope everybody has a great month. Hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving and stuff, right? So later, guys.